So you're welcome to this training on Zoho Books. Apology for starting very late. So I want everybody to pay attention. So this class is going to be 2 days for Zoho Books and 2 days for Zoho Inventory. When we talk about accounting software, we know Zoho is becoming more popular, especially in this our own area. So it's becoming something more popular and is one of the widely used accounting software now. So we're going to advise everybody to keep muted. If you have any question, you can use the chat box. You can use the chat box if you have any question. And we're going to record it maximum of 10 minutes. So let's make sure we pay attention. If you have questions, we're going to give time for questions too. If you have immediate questions, you can type it in the chat box. And after that, we will also give time to practice and ask questions also. Then you can unmute and talk. We have a very small class, so I think we should be able to maintain the class and it shouldn't be rowdy. If you cannot hear whatever I'm saying, quickly drop a note, a chat box, or you ask, maybe you can just a polite way of draw our attention to that, so that we will not go too far before we recognize that. Then a data set has been sent to our group. So we are going to use that data set to practice whatever we are learning today. So whatever we are learning today, we're going to use that data set to practice on that. So let's get into the training. So like we said earlier, we are going to use 6 hours for Zoho Books, 3 hours today, 3 hours tomorrow. That is for books only. And we're going to the name of the company we're going to use is a Niger Craft Work Limited, NCL. We're going to use NCL as a case study for this training we're going to do today. So now, before we move into that, let's quickly see how we get into Zoho Books. How can we get into Zoho Books itself? Okay. Now, I'm opening a new browser now. Okay. Now, getting into Zoho Books from your browser, that's what is called, just type Zoho Books or books.zoho.com. Books.zoho.com. And the next thing you do, if you don't have account before, the next thing you do is you sign up here. Click on sign up. You can enter the company name you want to use. It's just a sample company name you want to use. Put the sample company name here. In this case, we are using NCL, Niger Craft Work, Niger Craft Work Limited, right? Then you select the email address you want to use. the email address you want to use. You select it, you put your password, then you click on create my account. You agree to terms and click on create my account. So click on create my account. That is it. So once again, once you get to books.zoho.com, you select sign up and you create the account. Create my account. That's a basic way to keep your account started. To sign up for Zoho Books, go to books.zoho.com, select sign up, input the company name, and create your account. So you'll be taken to the account where you're going to input every other information that you need. Okay, so can I use my email here? Okay, let me use now we have okay, because I already have account for this, so I will need to sign up with the account I already have. So let me sign in to the system. So let me get the password and let's sign in. A minute, please. So if you have account, I'm going to show you how to create, how to sign, how to add a new account. So you've seen how to create an account, right? So the next thing will be how to create another company within account. Now I've logged in, I've signed into my account. Then I can click on refine, just remind me later. Then we are in into the system. That is a simple way to create your account. I hope that is clear. So we are logging in now. So I'm going to pause the recording now, and everybody can create your account within 2 minutes. So once you get into your Zoho Books, so the next thing you see, you are on the books already. It takes you to the home page. So I'm going to I'm going to explain what the home page means. But now, you already have an account. How do you add another company to your account? In this my case, I'm going to add another company called Niger Craft Work. So at the top, so click on, you're going to see the list of the company you already have. So currently I'm on BMC Concept Limited, right? At the top, you see manage. Click on manage. Then you have new organization. Now, at this point, you have two options. You have clone settings and add new organization. Clone settings and or add new organization. So if you use new settings, it means you're going to create a new company from scratch. If you click on the clone settings, it means you want to clone one of the existing company that you already have. You want to clone one of the existing company that you already have in the system. So that means you want to clone the settings. So this time we'll clone the chart of account and the setup you have there. It will not clone the bank and the transactions within that company. So but for the whole of this class, I'm going to click on new settings now. Our new company is what? is the Niger Craft Work, right? Niger Craft Work Limited. The location is in Lagos, Nigeria. So we select the country, then let's get started. So now we are at the point of setting up organization profile. So if you have logged in through the sign up function, so it's going to take you to this page. We have Niger Craft Work Limited. You select the industry. This is a craft work. I think this is more of constructions. Let's see other options there. You select manufacturing or construction or whatever. I think they are more or less the same. Then we'll have state. It's Lagos. Then you scroll down, then you click on get started. So let's see what we have on the for the Niger Craft Work, right? So I'm going to select this. Let's see what we have there. Okay, so we have the address, the RC number, address. We have locations, a staff, and the rest, right? Okay, so we have this now. Okay, good. So let's get started. We are going to start with some basic setup for our company. And if you look at the data set we have also, I also include some of this on data set too. So which means you can always practice from the data set you have here. Right. So we have the data set here, the company name, other things you can have them on company profile and settings. So I'm not going to do everything. So we just focus on the basic things and we can always practice the rest on our own. So now let's start the basic setup. Okay, so to start the organization setup, at the top here, that's what is called settings there. At the top here, we have settings. So I'm going to click on settings. And the next thing you see profile. So click on profile. So here, you can upload the company's logo. You add the company's logo from here. The name of the company, the location of the company, then the address. I think the address currently is plot 14 motion whatsoever. So you can come here and type plot. But you see what I did. Sorry about that. At the top right, you cannot type directly into this box. But there's a small pencil at the top right here of the organization address. Click on this, then you start typing plot 14 motion industrial. Okay, let me copy from here once and for all. Yeah. 14. Oh. Okay. Machine. So Lagos, and I think that's okay. If after that you want to add, you can always add. Then click on proceed. So update this address on all transactions or new transactions. Since we are just starting, we just update on new transactions only. But if you have had enough transactions before and you want to update all your previous transactions also, you select this and you save the preference. So it means all your previous will be affected by the same address. Then at this point, we have organization address format, right? You have the format. Let me, before we get there, let me say here for now, so that I can save what we've done. So we have your email address. This is the primary contact for this company. You can add, once when you have more users, you can say add additional users too. There, you can add additional users. So, and the currency format, get the currency format you want. Then additional field. You want to add additional field. Possibly you want to add something like, let's say you have payer ID as an example. For the company, you want to keep the payer ID, and there's no place to put payer ID. What do? You create a label. That's called field. So you can say, okay, it's 2 and C dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you save. You want to add additional, you can add this. Let's say you have a company has a license number, let's say from one Guinean company whatsoever, assuming that is an organization ACL as an example. We'll have, you can put the number here. Save. That is basic. Those are the basic information you go to put under the profile.
What have I done again now? What have I done? It's just the microphone I wanted to.
Mute, please. Thank you very much. Okay, then before we leave this page, we have organization address here, format. So how do you want your address to appear on your invoices and receipt whatsoever? This is where you have that. So you can add using placeholder. Can you mute please? Can you mute please? Mute please. So here at this point, you can add what is called. So at this point, when you want to add the address, you can do what is called insert place order, which means you can add the place order from here. Let's say you want to add the payer ID now. By default, we don't have it before. Now you can come down to the last one here and click enter. Then click on insert place order and select insert your payer ID. So let's preview what it's going to look like. So we can see your payer ID now showing up here. So we want to add the number again. You insert a placeholder also for the number. And we have this. So let's preview it and see how it's going to look like. It's okay. Oh, I'm clicking on. Wait. Okay, it's going to display when we get to the invoice part. So you can see it here now, payer ID. So let me put the space here. Okay, preview now. So you're going to see how it's going to look like. So this is how to insert that. You can also insert static numbers too. Let's say the email we have here, we don't want this email to show on our invoice. You can come back here and say, okay, you want to use it. You want to use info at Niger. I think we have the email here also. We have email at Niger Craft whatsoever. So this is how to put a static numbers to or static information on the placeholder. Click on preview. It's not, I think it's yet to refresh. Let me save this and let's come back there. So we should see it as a fixed numbers there or as a fixed address here. So that is basic way of doing the profile settings. Thank you. So let's save this and move to the next one.